Hey guys, so today we'll be talking about dCrops. In case you don't know what that is, dCrops is a game on the Hive blockchain. It's a crypto collectible game where you play as a farmer and you have complete control of your farm. You grow different crops by planting different seeds and then harvest them when it is time to harvest. And you earn crop tokens for doing that. You can sell the crop tokens on Dex or Hive engine for Hive tokens, which can convert to USDT and then to fiat, or however you want to do it. Well, today I'll just be talking briefly about the game, how to get started, and what I think you should know. Alright, so it's pretty straightforward. Just go to dCrops.com and it's easy to log in if you have Hive Signer or Keychain. Well, I guess it doesn't work with Hive Signer, so you have to use Keychain. Keychain is an extension for the Hive blockchain and it helps manage your keys. So logging into websites that require your keys would be quite easy and straightforward. So I'm just going to go ahead and press enter, and yep, we are getting logged in, and now I am logged in. So this is a default game interface, and here is the leaderboard. The leaderboard shows the ranking of players according to the shares they have. Now we'll get to that shortly and I'll explain what shares is. First, to get started on the game, you need to purchase some crops, right? And well, actually you need to purchase packs, and these packs can contain anything from crops to lands of different rarities. We have the legendary, the epic, the rare, and the normal. Of course, you can choose to pay with either Hive or the native token of the game, crops. But I think right now paying with Hive is far more cheaper. So we're going to purchase, I'm going to show you how to purchase one pack with Hive. Here you put in the total number of packs you want to purchase, and there's a promo if you are buying 100 packs. I think you get 10 packs extra. That will cost $200 of course in Hive or crops. And if you are buying 500 packs, you get 75 packs promo. So there's a big incentive if you are buying a lot of packs at once. If you are buying just one pack or whatever number, just put in the number there and click on pay with Hive, and it's easy as that. Your keychain pops up and then you accept the transaction and pay. Well, once you pay and open the packs, the cards you purchased will be shown right here in the next tab, which is the cards section. Here you can see all the cards I've purchased, different rarities, different kinds of crops, and clicking on the info icon right here will show you more about hovering on the info icon will show you more about this crop. As you can see, different crops have different time required for them to grow, to harvest, and they have different shares selling value. So this is broccoli. If I plant it, it will take 5 days for me to harvest, and once I finally harvest, I get 7 shares. It produces 2 quantity, which means I will get 2 plants harvested, each 7 shares. It has no special abilities, and the season I can plant this is spring. So going over all these crops will show you the different abilities. There's a particular ability I love so much, and that mostly comes with epic or legendary plants like the tomato. Here you can see that the special ability is that it keeps producing till the season ends. Now let me quickly explain how the seasons work in dCrops. The seasons last for 15 days. There are 4 seasons, just like your normal seasons: spring, autumn, fall, etc. And these seasons last for 15 days each. So during that season, you get to plant the crops that belong to the season or that can be grown during that season. And as you can see, tomato can be grown in the summer, and it takes 3 days to harvest. Now the special ability says that it will keep producing till the season ends, which means after 3 days you harvest it, and the plant does not leave your farm. It keeps producing. After 3 days you get to harvest again, and after 3 days you harvest again, which means in a season that lasts for 15 days you get to harvest tomato 5 times. Alright, once you get started, you get to know the special abilities of different plants, and you get to know which one is best. Well, this is the market. The market is pretty straightforward. This is where you place crops for sale or you buy them if you want. That's if you don't purchase the packs randomly. But for a player getting started, I would suggest you go ahead and purchase the packs and get random cards. I feel it's pretty much profitable that way. This is the main page for the game. This is the page we first saw when we logged in. This is the leaderboard and the ranking page. Here it shows you how many days are left for the season to end. Here it shows you the balance you have in crops and packs, and here it shows you your ranking for that particular season. Rank 30, the amount of shares you have, and the rewards you have in crops if the season was to end now. But of course, you keep on harvesting to the end of the season, so this will keep increasing as long as you sell the crops. Now, on the left hand side here, there are 4 tabs that you can see. The first is just to pop up this menu and shows you more info. The second is the farm. This is where the gameplay goes down. Now, these are all the plots you have. You can see high-tech land. This is the equivalent of the legendary land. This is the awesome land, which is the equivalent of the epic land. It's in purple. The fertile land, it's in blue and is the equivalent of the rare land. And down here we have the average farmland, which is the equivalent of the normal. So as you can see, from legendary, epic, rare, and normal, you get 4 plots, 3, 2, and 1 respectively, and then you get to plant 4 crops on the legendary, and so on for the rest. Planting is pretty easy, so is harvesting. All you need to do is plant is click on an empty farmland, and the crops you can plant will pop up there. So you want to plant blueberry, for instance, or tomato, just go ahead, click plant, and after you're done, click on plant selected, and you confirm, and your tomato gets planted right there. It will take a second to verify the results. Alright, now, so harvesting is pretty straightforward as well. It's similar to planting. All you need to do for a plant that is ready for harvest is click on it, and well, this is not ready to harvest. This will be ready in the next 8 hours. But if it's ready, you see a tiny harvest bar here, similar to the free to this plot bar, and you click on it and confirm the transaction on keychain as well, and there you have it. It's as easy as that. Once you harvest your crops, you would have to sell them for the shares. I've already sold everything in my inventory. If not, you'd have seen a couple of crops here that I've harvested. And all you need to do if you want to sell everything is just click on sell everything. Selling everything will give you the shares you have for each of those crops. And coming back to the leaderboard, all the shares you have will be displayed here on the shares tab, and then it's also display your ranking according to the leaderboard. Right now I'm at rank 30. Display your ranking according to the leaderboard, and display the rewards in crops that you have to have if the season was to end now. Of course, you know that this will keep increasing or decreasing depending on if you have more crops to harvest or others have more crops to harvest. Now, selling crops is pretty simple. All you need to do is head over to any of the Hive engine platforms for trading Hive engine tokens. And Ludex, it can be Tribal Dex, it can also be Hive engine, of course, the native one. I always love using Ludex. It's pretty straightforward and easy to understand for me. So that's all you need to get started on dCrops. I'll be making a more detailed video to explain how you sell your tokens that you've earned, the crop tokens, on Hive engine, Tribal Dex, or Ludex, of course, my favorite. See you in the next video where we'll be talking more about this. And don't forget to follow, like, and share.